call. He didn't get my call. Yo. So what I'm gonna do in that case? That's happening. Yo, did you get my Discord call? I called you on Discord. It didn't even look like you joined up. So I'm gonna give you another call real quick. And then I'm pretty much I'm ready. So I'm just gonna let you know. Alright, I'm gonna hang up here. Get up on Discord. Oh my gosh, beyond ready. Yo, what up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm having a little bit of a hard day now. Not showing it on the phone, but it shows it on live right now. So it's weird as stuff. I am actually very confused. Oh, I'm bugging. I'm live on the wrong YouTube. That's the problem. I got 2 channels, bro. I'm live on. I got 2 channels. I'm live on my Missing
that's
channel.
probably why. I don't know why. I'm just trying to open up. People don't say anything. Yo, I should do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I mean, I know what's going on now, but I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little strange, but we're good though. Honestly, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't really think I mind either way. For real. We can just do this. The only thing I want to do is I want to get on my own shit and just literally search it up on my phone and just try to listen to it. See it. Oh my god. See, I wanted to see if it was like strong, like sound, what's going on. Cause last time when we were on that Final Fantasy stream, I couldn't hear you that well, and I was low key salty. Like I had to turn the video down to make sure I could hear you, but like it still wasn't that good. So now I can hear you on my computer, but the thing is, when it comes to the stream, it's like a different story. So right now, I'm over here, I got some music playing and stuff like that, and that was powerful, like way too loud. So before we even like get to the video stuff, say what? Yeah, I just gotta make sure like the volume is like going well with our talking, because yeah, it's just not. It could literally ruin the entire video. Just not paying attention to stuff, and I've done that a couple of times, like too many times to like not take the responsibility. Honestly, I ain't even about to lie.
It's a responsibility. That's why I don't like to play the people.
Shoot, but it actually sounds good on my side.
Like responsibilities.
Yeah, it sounds perfect right now, cause like I have some music playing in the background. It's Mario, but Galaxy music, and now it sounds perfect. Like I just turned that down. At first, it was way too loud, so now it sounds perfect. So with that being said, like we honestly good. So the last thing I really need to do is just get that mug going. Like when it comes to the thumbnail, I'm about to send that thumbnail in the little Discord just to show off a little bit. Like it's not even all that cool, but it is something that's gonna like a couple minutes to put together. Let me see right here. I'm gonna show it to. I'm gonna just do direct chat, so then that way I can get it on my side on the computer, because I do these things through my phone. So I need to go through my phone, send it, and then I'm just gonna like upload it on my computer, stuff like that. Get it going. This is basically like prelim type stuff right before we really start.
Dragon Ball's a bridge.
Well, Dragon Ball Bridge is amazing. I ain't even about to lie.
Don't tell me I can't hear you now. That would be so stupid.
You can't hear me?
No, not so. Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, this is motherfucking. You know what? We've done this before. Never had this problem. I was
That's what
putting on
I'm
the
saying.
picture. It went straight off the speaker where I couldn't hear you. Right there on the phone.
That's strange. Yeah, that's super strange. I mean, good thing is that we're just setting up right now. Probably like less than 4 minutes, and then we'd be ready to go, bro. I'm just getting the title together and stuff. I'm saying like what Dragon Ball GT should have been like, or maybe just how Dragon Ball GT should have been, or what Dragon Ball GT should have been. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The thumbnail is important. That's really the most important part about this. So I'm gonna get that thumbnail going because just sent them up through the Discord, and then you see the picture yet? Have you looked at the picture for the Discord yet?
Yeah, I looked at it. It's the Goten and Trunks and then Goten.
Yeah, and Goku in the middle. You see it? Can you hear me? Hello? Dang. I don't think you can hear me, bro.
Hold on, TJ. I'm trying to see if I can hear you like better, cause I don't know. My shit, it has to be fucking up. It has to be good. You can't just do this.
Well, the good thing is I got some background stuff going on to like engage viewers and whatnot, so it's not too bad. While we get set up, we got some cool stuff going on. It's not that bad. So what I want to do is turn off this Mario Galaxy 2 music and put some more advanced music so that we can actually get this MP4 and MP3 together in the right place, because this Mario Galaxy ain't really fitting the whole Dragon Ball fighting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, cool. All right. So,
Yep.
are we beginning?
Okay. Yeah. We can start up. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Ready.
All right, bet. So I'm over here with my boy Rat Daddy 420, and you know this
Hey, yo, what up?
Yup, and this is Mystic TJ, because this is the YouTube that I'm on. I thought it was gonna be Holy Night, but we on Mystic today.
You know, R&B Holy Night.
Yeah, bro. We over here on that real stuff. So what we're talking about today, just our own personal feelings on how Dragon Ball GT should have been. So we're just talking about it. That's pretty much the whole thing, concept of this video. So I'm just going to get started, to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. So I feel like Dragon Ball GT should have started exactly how it intended to start. It was Goku and Oob training, doing intense battles, and then Goku got turned into a kid. That's not that big of a deal. But when it came to Goku and all of them needing to find the Dragon Balls throughout the universe, it should have been Goku, Trunks, and Goten. I don't understand why Trunks or Goten got switched out for Pan. That really never like made sense to me, and it would have been way more interesting with Pan getting switched out for Goten like it was supposed to be in the first place. And I feel like we would have had some way more intense battles, some cooler stuff going on, and we would have seen Goten on like a 10 episode basis. Like, you know, Dragon Ball GT had about like 64 episodes if I'm correct, and you know, having Goten show up every couple of times instead of just being teased would have been way more entertaining for anybody who actually likes fights. So, I mean, you know, how do you feel?
This is something I have to bring up now. Because you just honestly reminded me about Goten. Was Goten supposed to fight Omega Shenron or Baby?
Omega Shenron. Because they got desperate.
Alright, that makes more sense. Never mind. Never mind. Because I was wondering, because I remember them being like, you're just not strong enough, bro. It wouldn't even matter.
I remember that too. I'm like, that is not a way of a Saiyan. That is not how Saiyans talk, bro. They over here. Like, Goten and Trunks were the real Saiyans that day. And then, like, I think it was Gohan who said that stuff. He was like, oh,
yeah,
we
he's
have
like,
to
you're just going to get in the way of Dad.
I was so mad about that, bro, because I was like, how you going to sit here and tell these people that it doesn't matter? Isn't, like, during Cell, did it matter?
Well, it
Did
really
it not
does.
matter?
I mean, we've seen time and time again, when it comes down to it, Universe 7 will jump a nigga.
Boy, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it mattered all those other times, so what happened to this time?
Baby.
Boy.
Just give everybody energy. It's just crazy. It's crazy stuff like that. But one thing that I always wondered was, because I never looked into it, because I know it's like Super, each episode, well, it's not like Super, but each episode was animated by a different team, and it had a different storyboard. I wonder if each episode was written by a different artist.
You know, that's actually a good thing to think
and
about.
That would kind of make sense, because there's probably like a lot of older people who was like, nah, we want Dragon Ball. We don't want Dragon Ball Z.
That's interesting to think about, because at the end of the day, I don't really know that. And if that is the case, that would make a lot of sense as to why the story changed up so rapidly during the first couple of, like, 14 episodes or so, because, you know, all that weird Dragon Ball Adventure stuff came to a close eventually, but that long start was really long. When it came down to weeks, that's 14 weeks of just waiting for the story to get on board with itself. And, you know, understanding, like, why it's taking so long to get anything serious. They weren't even trying to take anything serious at first. But, yeah, it makes sense because Goten and Trunks not going Super or, you know, Fusion, those tanks, it makes sense as to why they didn't. Because they were just like, it just, no, let me actually backtrack. That never really made sense. I'm going to be real with you. But them teasing it, they should have just did it, bro. Last ditch effort. Like, they should have just did it. I'm just gonna say that. I pretty much just lied with those last two sentences, bro. My guy.
My thing, well, never mind. I was about to say, because the fusion dance doesn't really work if you're like not the same power level, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Never mind. I was about to be like, yeah, they can just fuse together and try to fuse with Gogeta, and that would have been like power boost, but
boy, Gogeta would have had to weaken himself in order to get as.
And then, that just wouldn't really.
But it probably would have been more powerful because they can technically use each other's techniques. So at the end of the day, Goten and Trunks don't have any techniques that Goku and Vegeta does not have. But it still would have been stronger in general since their power is multiplied.
They have the ghost thing. I like that, the ghost shit.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that it would have just been more powerful in general. But the biggest thing that would have worked against them would have been the fact that since they were even more powerful, their power would only last, honestly, probably 5 minutes. No lie. Would have probably lasted for even less time. Simply because they weren't ready to handle that kind of power. And the fusion, that's just how it works, sadly. You know, the fusion dance only works like that. So, the more powerful you are, the shorter the fusion lasts. And that's just sadly how it is.
Oh, is that true? I thought that was only for Tar.
No, it's just how it is in general. Like, that's why Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 only has 10 minutes to even be a transformed warrior. So also, arguing that logic...
Really brought that out this is a different canon, but they never brought that out in GT. Not GT, Super.
No, well, yeah, they never did. But that's the funny thing, though. Think about it real fast. Because Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta only lasted 10 minutes. Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta lasted as long as the fight lasted. So, 30 whole minutes. So, arguing with that logic, isn't Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta stronger in general? I'm just saying. Just saying. Because he only lasted for 10 minutes. So
I'm sorry, I should have laughed, but then I really like you said just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. Just saying. If you even think about it that way. The Super Saiyan 4 has way better key control than the Super Saiyan Blue has in general. So the fact that even the key control...
that's really what I'm always stuck by. I mean, I'll admit, maybe Super Saiyan Blue is stronger at this point than Super Saiyan 4. But at the end of the day, I don't even think Super Saiyan 4 can lose stamina.
Man, that's facts, though. Because I'm thinking...
And can Goku and GT... absorb energy basically from life?
See, I think any Saiyan can pretty much do that though, because, I mean, you know, Goku and all them absorb energy from the sun. Well, really just Goku. I've only seen Goku do it. He made
Yeah,
that
I want to see
spirit
Goku
one.
do that. That's why I was like wondering.
I mean, that was a Super Android 13 movie, so technically it's non-canon. But, you know, he still did it. So if we're talking about feats, we're just
He
going to
also
talk about
brought
feats.
back a bird.
Man, it's funny because that was a movie too, but, you know, it happened, so it happened. That's all I have to say about it. Shoot. If it happened, it happened.
I'm trying to think. I feel like it happened in the Blue arc. Like everything gave Goku key.
In the Blue arc, everybody in the Earth gave him key.
Even animals, right?
I want to say yes, but I don't really know that. I'm not even going to cap, bro. I don't not.
Oh
actually
no,
know
I just
that.
have a memory of a deer in Dragon Ball.
Oh my gosh. The
I
abridged.
just, it's a memory in my head.
When the deer died, and then the deer was like, the little deer was like, Daddy, Daddy. That bro, he went limp, bro.
He said, no, I remember it now. He said a little bit more, and then the deer died. He's like, there we go.
Yep, I remember that stuff, bro. I was like, dang. He took too much energy, man. That was crazy. But I'm telling you, bro, those GT characters, they are way stronger than the others, man. So, I just feel like, you know, GT would have been a lot better if they pretty much just scrapped those 14 first episodes, really and truly, and just had Goten and Trunks as the characters who stayed with Goku. You know, traveled the world.
I feel like it suffered from. I feel like Dragon Ball suffered from the Spider-Man effect back then, where you know, like, so Spider-Man been around since like the 70s.
Yep.
He's been basically a teenager that went to college and is just now getting into adult life for the past 50 years. And Goku was kind of put up in the same predicament, especially with Super, and we see it with, you know, Goten and Trunks. They don't age, even though it should be years later. It seems like they have that mentality of being like, we got to keep a young cast. And since they already made, you know, Goten and Trunks, you know, around future Trunks' age, they were like, well, we still want that, you know, kid aspect, which why they focus so much on Pan. I mean, Bola is a teenager, and it seemed like they wanted to focus on the kid aspect. That's why, you know, they kept the kid Goku.
Facts. They wanted to go back to Dragon Ball so bad, man.
Yeah, I feel like they felt like they would. I felt like they might have lost touch with the fan base if they didn't keep it young. Even though most of the fan base has grown up with Dragon Ball Z, and we want to see it progress.
See, that's where they mess up the most, though. Like, I'm just going to be real. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Why are you trying to fix something that's never been broke? Like, your sales at an all-time high. The story, everybody's loving it. And no one's complaining. Like, I mean, people kind of complain about the whole Gohan not being the main character, but we understand why that happened, because Toriyama just didn't know how to write Gohan as the protagonist. Like, he was a reactive character, and Goku was an active character who made the story progress. So it makes sense. But at the end of the day, well, Toriyama wasn't even writing GT, so it doesn't really matter too much. But they just didn't know what they were trying to do. Like, they were switching sides too often, and that was the problem. Like, if you wanted to make Dragon Ball again, just go back in the past for real. Like, don't try to. And it's so weird how Dragon Ball Daima doing this too. Like, just go back in the past for real. Like, just make another What If. Make a Dragon Ball Heroes, but
I do
Dragon
want
Ball.
to understand, what is Dragon Ball Daima supposed to be?
Bro, that's a whole different can of worms, bro. Like, we don't even. So here's the thing.
Because that would make me wonder, like, or like, see maybe if that's like the route they wanted to go with GT.
I don't know, bro. But what I do know is that Daima isn't even a real word. Toriyama made it up, but apparently it translates to great or big evil. So I'm like, what is this? I am so confused. Dragon Ball Daima, Dragon Ball Great Evil, and everybody's turning into kids. Like, where's the great evil coming from? And why is it even titled
My
as
question
Great
is, so
Evil?
so does that mean, okay, so with GT, right? That's why I actually did like about GT. It does something Goku turned to a kid, but he had a kid body. He still had all of his abilities. Dragon Ball Diamond does not seem like he has nothing. It seems like they went back in time for their bodies, not like reverted back to kids.
That is what I heard happened. Like, they did lose
and I
power.
think GT tells them that for that reason. They could have just did that with Goku, been like, he only has a Power Ball.
Man, I mean, that is true, but I'm also glad that they didn't do that, only because I can still argue that GT is stronger than Z in any way, shape, or form. People try to disrespect GT and be like, well, 10 years after Z. 10 years. 10 years of training after the end of Z. But, now, from a real perspective, I do really feel like they should have just went back in time in general if they really wanted to take that route and make him weaker. But I don't know why they're so scared to go back in time physically, like no, not physically, but temporally, or however the word is, chronologically, all that stuff. I mean, they could have just did that, you know, just had a side story, just a different story. What if Goku never met Chi-Chi or something like that? What if Goku got married to Bulma on his adventure, and whatever, you know? What if Tambourine didn't kill Krillin? You know what I mean? Like, what would have happened? We don't know these things. And that's where Dragon Ball Heroes come in, but it's not actually Dragon Ball Heroes, it's more like Dragon Ball Super Heroes, and that's why they changed the name, because, you know, it's actually about Super this time. But if it was actually Dragon Ball Heroes from the original OG Dragon Ball, it would have been like, okay, cool, Dragon Ball Heroes, Goku's a kid, and now there's all these what-if scenarios. Like, what if kid Goku actually did this and that, instead of, you know, going to a kid because someone wished him to be a kid in this modern time. So it's just super weird. Like, I don't really have a problem with him being a kid, but it's just like, it kind of didn't matter after those first 14 episodes. Like, him being a kid didn't really matter too much, other than him not being able to beat up Baby as the Super Saiyan 3, because he just wasn't, like, he was a kid. He wasn't strong enough. He didn't hit puberty in order to get his muscle mass back. And he couldn't hold the form for any more than literally like 6 seconds. So that's pretty crazy. So he can play a Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT longer in Xenoverse than he did in the freaking anime itself. So, you know, that's a pretty crazy thing. Or Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. But at the end of the day, bro, he should have been on some better stuff. They should have did some better stuff. It would have been cool to have the story understand where it was trying to go from the beginning rather than towards the middle, because then people would have respected it a little bit more. That's how I feel about that. So, what do you think? How do you think it should have started, in your personal opinion?
Hello?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Oh, man. No, I didn't hear you for a good, 10 seconds.
Dang. Well, what I was really just asking was, like, how do you feel like GT should have started from your perspective?
Who made Pilaf and them made Goku to the kid, right?
Yep.
I do agree with that. However, I feel like GT should have had. See, I want to say Pilaf, but for some reason, it is bugging me because this arc is just happening and wouldn't be of use of it. But I still want a sorcerer like Babidi or somebody to be around, and it should, instead of Pilaf and them making Goku the kid, it should have been something like that, and that was like a wish to resurrect the Demon King, and that basically should have that should have been the first real battle in GT.
Them resurrecting the Demon King?
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
And actually having the Demon King be something of power, not a joke. Because I do like the idea of God super, and some of this bullshit is just okay, come on, man, this guy has to be stronger than a god by now. They're like, no, the god just has immeasurable power. But I really wish Dragon Ball focused more on religious deities that actually like congregate before. Because Demigod was such a cool ass fucking guy.
Facts.
And that always made me want to see another Demon in Dragon Ball. That was like a series.
Facts. Demigod was pretty cool. If that was like the first...
And I know DeBoer is probably like a bad thing to bring up because he was really a joke, but like something serious should have been. And then you should have made it to where Goku had to like get used to his child body. He just could not go Super Saiyan like 3. Maybe not even Super Saiyan 2. Like he had to work his way up to like, you know, the tough art, the invasion part.
Yeah.
To even get towards that like Super Saiyan 3 power.
That would have made sense if they actually made it to where he had to work through to get to his Super Saiyans. That would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, to be like, I don't know. I have to really think about it to where it like, you know, it's just like a word vomit, but like explain to her because he's forced, because he was resorted back to his child body. His child body cannot control the ki of that level that easily. He would have to like retrain his body. It would be like if he was Super Saiyan 2, it would feel like Kyle Kidd.
Facts. Honestly, God on that. Super Saiyan 2. The thing is, Super Saiyan 2 doesn't take too much, but as a kid, you never know because what kid has ever gone Super Saiyan 2 other than Gohan? And
exactly. And Gohan looked pretty fucked up. I mean, Gohan, he was fighting already, but he looked pretty fucked up.
And
I mean, yeah, that is another thing too. Goku fought Frieza in baseball and was getting demolished, like broken ribs in pain. When he was Super Saiyan 1, he was able to jump around Frieza, whip around law and stuff. Gohan really didn't do that with Cell, especially when Cell came back. He was just like, I guess we're all gonna die, huh?
Bruh, Gohan was like...
Like, he just kind of stayed in one spot and, like, struggled with a B battle.
Oh, that's fast.
Goku, well, at least when he was Super Saiyan, he was like it probably didn't heal him, but it was definitely a boost to his physical beat, to where he can run around better, he can be faster, he can whip around people. Like, he was dominating that fight. That's why I'm like, a child's body has to have some sort of limitation in Dragon Ball. That's what I feel. Because even Trunks and Goten doesn't go super like 2.
See, the difference between Gohan and Goku, Gohan was a team. He wasn't a team, but he was like 11. And Goku was he was like 6.
At least 30.
Oh, no, I mean like GT Goku. Yeah. He was like 6 or something. He was for real.
Yeah.
Like 8 at most, so he wasn't even getting to puberty. So Super Saiyan 2 probably really would have like hit him hard. Like, honestly.
And you gotta think about it like this. If they say that would make sense as Gohan and Trunks, Goten and Trunks can turn like that easily. You also gotta realize they also are offspring from an actual Super Saiyan after he was able to become Super Saiyan.
Yep, that matters a lot. That's why they got it. That's why they got the transformation so easy.
Like they already had, like, you know, just that ability. It was already part of it's like evolution, making the next generation stronger.
Yep. Sandy evolved quick too. Tournament of Power showed that like crazy. So, Vegeta got Super Saiyan.
Oh, bro, don't get me started. Because honestly, I did not think about it until today, and it started making me mad. I don't want to see a Tournament of Power Part 2. I can't believe we're getting Dragon Ball Diamond.
Oh, bro, no lie.
Imagine we actually got to see Jiren fight with Toppo in this film. Doing like team combos and stuff.
I gotta tell you this, bro. Goten was 3 years old when he went Super Saiyan. 3. Bro was still in diapers, bro. Like, what the heck, bro? That's crazy.
But you gotta think about it. His daddy was essentially damn near a Super Saiyan 2.
He probably was already a Super Saiyan 2 or even 3 by that time. 3 years of
I
training,
think
Goku be
I
getting to
think
work.
I think Chi-Chi was pregnant in the Cell Saga.
Oh yeah, as long as it was after the Frieza saga, that's all that matters. So, yeah, he had the Super Saiyan gene already. Like, he's lucky that he wasn't born during the Buu saga, because he probably would have came out Super Saiyan 3 at 3 years old. He probably would have got Super Saiyan 1 at 1,
Like,
2 at 2,
they can only
and 3 at 3.
and 3 within use. So that's like, you know, a more stable, physically strong body. It's a fusion. It's 2 bodies now. So it can handle a Super Saiyan 3.
Yep. Man, that's what I really cared about too. Like, I really wish that, you know, we ended up getting the actual Super Saiyan. No, my fault. Goten and Trunks in the machine, the little space thing, so that we could see Goten like once every 10 episodes or something.
Oh, and for one added thing, I want, at least in GT, that only Goku and Goten had tails.
Goku.
I feel like Vegeta would talk his son into not having a need to tell out of pride, but I do feel like Goten should have been that wild child that's been, like, you know, like Kid Goku. The same, like, attitudes, like, inspiration, shit like that.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, that stuff would have been crazy. Because, like, if they had tails, bro, they probably, like, tails are proven to hold their stamina longer. Like, just to make them not use as much.
Remember, well, I always say that they should have never got rid of tails, but I have to admit, do you remember when Vegeta was just grabbing motherfuckers by the tail and they just couldn't live?
Bro, I honestly ain't even about to lie. I do not remember that. But that's a
Yeah,
Vegeta
so he
thing to
picked
do.
up Gohan by the tail
Dang,
after he defused and he cut it off and go like he went limp.
dang. Yeah, that's a Vegeta thing to do for real, for real.
And I think Piccolo would pick up Gohan by the tail sometimes. I mean, yeah, when like he first kidnapped him, the nigga would just go limp.
Yep. Hey, bro, Vegeta didn't care. He just was worried about the W, and that's it.
Also, Raditz kind of was like at a standstill when Goku grabbed his tail.
Yep. No cap. Tails, that's their weak spot. So at the end of the day, like, if you really want to defeat a Saiyan, if you're able to get there fast enough, you can grab their tail. They're useless. But the thing is, Toriyama, he decided to not add tails anymore because he was tired of drawing them. That's the real reason he got rid of tails. He just didn't want to draw them anymore.
That's such a crazy reason.
Man, for real. Like, that's the only reason for real. Other than that, he would have, honestly, Tails would have been an important part of the story if he just didn't care. But, you know, mangakas, man, they're honestly on a tight schedule, man. Japan, they don't play when it comes to work, bro. If you're not efficient, bro, you got to get kicked to the curb. Even if you're a Toriyama. Like, you know, 1 week, you got a whole week to do a whole volume or a chapter. That's what I meant to say. You got 1 week to do one chapter, bro. I don't know how long chapters are, but I'm going to assume like 19 pages or so. And then you got to hurry up and on to the next, bro. That's why so many mangakas get sick and stuff. Because they just are on such a tight schedule. It's unlivable. That's why, like, I don't even understand how, you know, what's his name from One Piece does it. I don't get it. He doesn't have a
I
life.
think it's because Oda is probably the only manga. Wow, I don't know how to say it. But the only manga artist that actually probably 100% doesn't give a fuck if he gets money. He just actually likes what he's making.
He does. He definitely does. Like, I watched a video about it, and he basically just doesn't have a life. Like, he doesn't even, he neglects his wife and kids, bro. Because that's all he can focus on.
He has to.
He has to. He does not
It's
have
the number
an
one
option.
selling manga in the world.
Mm-hmm. And One Piece, like, the
He
stuff that he
has to.
wants. The stuff that he wants to draw, that he wants to put in the story, he has to have the time. And sometimes he puts
He's
stuff in
close
on
to
the
being done with his vision.
Bro, he said he has like 5 years
Some
left, and that was like a year
people
ago. So we probably
But
got
some
like
people
4
are
years of
giving
One
it a
Piece.
die.
We got like 4 years of One Piece, and he's going on permanent vacation. He's done, bro. Like, after that, it's a wrap, my guy. I'm
One
just
Piece
enjoying it.
GT.
Oh no, bro. He doesn't even have a protege. So at the end of the day, he's not pulling back up, bro. Like, that's facts. He is done, bro. he does
That's
that,
good.
if he were to do that, I mean, I wish he had a protege, but at the same time, I'm not tripping. You can't instill your own belief system into someone else. Like, you can only instill your artwork. Just like
Unless you're Toriyama.
No, I'd be like two-piece, a new beginning. I'm like,
No,
our era is back.
100%. Unless you're Toriyama.
Bro, for real.
Because Taro kind of doing some Toriyama shit.
Bruh. He's good at the artwork, and he's not bad at the story. It's just that he doesn't have, like...
Toritara is one of the people that made Dragon Ball AOP, right?
Yep.
Like the first 8 chapters or some shit.
Yep, he did. Oh, he was working on AF. He's like one of the big dogs. Like he has the
I know.
down.
It's made by multiple people.
Yeah.
Bob, Dragon Ball AOP would have been a good thing to do too, or Dragon Ball Diamond.
I'm getting a phone call, bro. I'm about to.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just getting a phone call here.
How would you, going back on topic, because a lot of people, I tried to rewatch GT, but life happened and, I just didn't give a fuck about it. But so many people are so hard on the Super Android 17 art, and I don't remember it fondly.
Facts. Hey, bro, I ain't even about to cap, bro. I'm about to grab something like, I'll be back in literally 20 seconds. So my phone bill, I'll be right back.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. Alright, peace. Back in action up in here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro? Yo.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it. Excuse me. Cut the burps. I'll leave. But yeah, I'm back. So at the end of the day, bro, I ain't about to cap with you. Dragon Ball GT is still pretty good. It's just that they could have improved on some stuff. You can tell that they were pretty confused, and I feel like that's where a lot of people hate on it. Because when you take the time out of your day to watch something, that's animated, you want to be impressed at every single moment of it, and sometimes you don't get that. And when you don't get that, you get kind of mad. And I'm gonna use a certain anime as an example. I watched the entire 12 episode season of this. It's so trash. And I don't understand why people even believe that it should have got a season 2 because it was so bad. The anime title is it was called A Magical Record of a Magical Bastard Instructor. It was such a long title.
I think I've heard of that, like, going on YouTube. I never tried to watch it.
I watched it on Crunchyroll. And it was...
Oh, real quick. Top 10 anime 2023, Deadlock.
No, it wasn't 2023. It was like...
No, I'm telling you right now, the best anime of 2023 right now is Deadlock.
Oh, shoot. I might have to check it out. I just got done...
Yeah, it's hard.
I just got done watching the Kaguya-sama Love is War. That anime is really
Look
good.
at that.
It's literally an anime about these 2 honor students who are in the student council, president and the vice president. And one is, vice president, other president. The president is a man, the vice president is a woman. They both love each other, and they low-key know that they love each other, but they are such egotistical, high-ranking badasses that they don't want to be the one to admit it. Because the one who admits it loses. And throughout the entire 3 seasons, they're trying to get each other to admit that they love the other person. And it's a great ride. The narrator makes it so funny. and so not even just funny, but like he plays his role to a T. He does a great job at understanding the severity of the emotional turmoil of the teenage body and mind, and just does so good. The animation's so good. Like, I will literally tell you one little piece. It was so funny. So I told you about the boy and the girl, right? There's another girl who's like part of the student council, and she has like some fat knowledge, you know what I mean? And the girl who's in love with the boy does not have that. So the girl who has the fat knowledge is all like, oh, president, she's just a friend. She's just a friend. But just the fact that she exists and has a physical, nice body, she's all up in the president's face like, hey, we're friends. Let's do this activity together because we're friends, and that's it. I don't see you as a relationship, but I see you as a friend. And the dude's all like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And the girl who likes the president's all like, you're a president woman. I'm not sure you suffer for this. My family is a very, very big donator of this school, and I will very much make sure that you will suffer. And I'm just like laughing my ass off. And then if she finds out that the girl is not even like acting like that, she's not acting like a succubus, you know, she's just acting like a person, a regular friend, trying to like help out and make sure relations are good within the student council and just being a good person. And the girl finds out, the girl who likes the guy finds out, she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'll never judge you first again, you know what I mean? And the animation within all that stuff. She calls her a repugnant woman. From this day, I don't even know what that means, but I just know how she said it. The emotion in that was so seriously heavy. I was like, she probably just called her like a slut or something, bro. In her head, she really called her like, you trampling bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, golly. Laughing myself, bro. Every episode is like that. I mean, it's 3 seasons in. I had to say, this dude, I watched on YouTube, was talking about it. He was begging the audience to watch it. I was like, this dude is literally begging us. He literally said, I was begging you to watch Kaguya-sama Love and War. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it because this dude literally begged. Like, this is a YouTube video. He's getting money for this, but he's literally begging us. I don't know. I mean, I might as well watch it. I watched it. I was not disappointed. I was so glad I watched that shit, bro. That's all I gotta say. It's like, you know, this is a Dragon Ball GT video, but my boy, I'm so glad I watched that. Such a great anime. But I have to say, you should watch it too. But regardless of all that, yeah. Nah, bro, that other anime I was talking about, that Magical Bastion and stuff, it was bad. It's like some of these animes, you don't even understand why they get a season in the first place. That teacher, the director of the Magical Bastard, the instructor, is just this teacher was teaching these girls in these weird, revealing clothing. That's just their uniform for school. And he's teaching them how to use magic and stuff. He's like nonchalant, he doesn't care about anything. And the girls are like, oh, he's so nonchalant, he doesn't care about anything, but he's so smart because he uses magic without reciting the whole verse and stuff like that. If you use a verse that is slightly altered, the magic does a different thing than usual. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but everything else about the anime just sucks. And I'm just like, nah, right? Like, y'all really watching this over GT? I'm just gonna be real with you. Got some problems. It's just not good. I don't understand how it even got a season in the first place. Must have sold a little too well on Volume 1. But, you know, regardless, we out here. I don't even know how that really connected to Dragon Ball GT at all. But I just have to finish what I was saying about that anime because it was so bad. Other than that, though, I ain't even half with you, man. I'm glad Dragon Ball GT is good stuff. I'm just gonna say it like that. They could have did some stuff better. But, you know, everybody's here for Super Saiyan 4. Everybody's here for the future. But why was there no Gotenks? That's really the main thing that I have an issue with. Why was there no Gotenks? Why was Trunks and Goku not on the same team with Goku? Like, and I think I understand it is just simply because they wanted to be Dragon Ball, so they had a weaker member of the team there. Like Pam, you know, weaker. No Super Saiyan, no nothing. But they never intended for her to be Super Saiyan. They just intended for her to be like a person there, just like a female conscience, just to be there to like make everything soothing, not so serious and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this isn't Dragon Ball though. Like the one time you introduced a female Saiyan and you downplay it, what the heck? Everybody's talking about she has the potential to go Super Saiyan, but she never does it. I'm like, I believe in the potential, but I just don't believe in where your ideals are at. So, you know, the team should have been a little bit more focused and stuff like that. But I guess when they seen that those records were going down, they're like, this is Dragon Ball, bro. We only got 19 people looking at our channel. What's going on? So they started to get a little bit more serious. And, you know, they introduced that Baby Saga and that Android 17 saga and stuff like that. And hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's one more thing that I'd do different if I was in charge of the story. Super 17 was cool, but that whole thing about him being a confused individual and not knowing what to do with his life was just simply disrespectful. I'm sorry, but like, bro's a park ranger. He always wanted to be one of Dragon Ball Z. Why did he have such a midlife crisis in Dragon Ball Z? Talking about, I don't know who I am. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I don't understand. Someone do some freaking MK Ultra on my boy, because there's no way that he should have been out there struggling like that. But he still was. But my boy shouldn't have been like that. Like, I like the saga. It was cool. Because, you know, Super Saiyan Android 17, you know, that's fun. It's cool. But why was he so messed up in the head? Like, what made him like that? Like, we never got a real explanation for that. Why did he feel like he didn't belong? You know what I'm saying? I don't get that part. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know what I would really do different, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I mean, you know what I would do different? Honestly, I probably wouldn't even have Super 17 in the picture like that. I'd probably just say, hey, screw it. Let's get my boy someone else. Like, let's just make the Shadow Dragon arc a little bit longer and make the Shadow Dragons a little bit more serious. And not having such as like, what? How many Shadow Dragons? There was 7 of them, and about 4 of them were jokes. You know what I mean? Some of them literally didn't even have a power level. Some of them just predicted when the earthquake was going to be there. They didn't even cause the earthquake. So I'm just like,
yeah, it should have been a better dragon.
Yeah, like, that's why in Xenoverse we only have 3 Shadow Dragons as playable characters, because those are the only ones with the power.
Realize, like, okay, so it's Dragon Ball Z, right?
Dragon Ball Z.
What other villain could you really have? We've been through Super, and we've seen wolf people, fat bitches who are superheroes, small people, robots, Winnie the Pooh.
Whoa,
like, that's why I was like, the demon thing is what I want to get back to. It should have been more demons. Like, the Shadow Dragon should have been linked to, like, you know, the demons, like, the demon.
I definitely hear that. Like, if we had someone like Demidraw, that would have made a lot more sense. Because at least, like, they're evil for a reason. You know? That would have made a lot more sense. At the end of the day, someone like that would have been cool, and it would have made a lot of sense, it would have been neat, it would have been what's up. But since they obviously didn't really think about that, I'm just thinking like 4 of those Shadow Dragons were jokes. So we could have just been chilling with 4 more serious Shadow Dragons that had more episodes to them. But I think that's where they were kind of like still in their little Dragon Ball-esque feeling mode, so they didn't take it so serious. But they should have taken it more serious, is how I feel. Because the Shadow Dragon was honestly a good idea. It really was. It's just how they played him out was not good. They honestly kind of messed him up. You know, like I said, the only 3 of them were real Shadow Dragons. And one of them was a coward. Ice Shenron's a bitch, no matter what. Like, I'm just going to be real with you. Ice Shenron, I don't like that, bro. He's a sneaky bastard. But, you know, the rest of them could have been completely different. They could have been serious, had high power levels, and they could have been like, oh, I'm threatening the world myself because I'm a dragon, my guy. Yeah, I'm a dragon. So it could have been weakest to strongest, just like some Naruto stuff, some Tail Beast stuff. 1 star is the weakest, 2, second weakest, 3, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, you know what I mean? And, you know, Sen Shenron was the ultimate, obviously. He was the strongest Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but when he went to that full power Super Saiyan 4, you know, it was a different story. But like I'm saying, they could have just did more. And another thing I would have changed for dang sure, I would have had Gohan had more to do with the story. I would have had Vegeta have more to do with the story, because in the Super Android 17 fight, Vegeta was a joke as usual, but he only had a real place. Vegeta only really has a real place beside Goku whenever he's beside Goku. You know, like, as the second strongest, that's kind of sus. You know, that's weird. As the second strongest, you should be able to be there and be squaring up with anybody almost. Like, for real, for real. To have a power level that's similar to Goku, you should be able to, like, really be fighting. But he's only important whenever Goku needs a fusion buddy. Because Gohan's almost there, but not just there. Not just enough, you know? So, Vegeta would have been more in the story if it had to do with me. Because, like, this is something else, too, right here. It could have been Goku versus some Shadow Dragons. It could have been Trunks versus... So, Trunks could have fought, like... It would have been so cool, bro. Trunks, Oob, Goten, Pan, Goku, Vegeta, and then one other character that I'm not thinking about. You know, like, let's just say like the humans squared up against the one-star dragon, you know, the weakest, right? All the humans. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha. All the main people. The Chansu just to psychic, hold him in place, right? They could have beat the first Shadow Dragon, right? And then it could have been, I don't know, just like the weakest Saiyan. So either Goten or Trunks. Technically Goten. And he could have beat the 2-star by itself. And then Trunks could have beat, no, my fault. Pan could have beat the 2-star. Had her moment. And then Goten could have beat the 3-star. And Trunks could have beat the 4-star. And then Oob could have beat the 5-star. And then Gohan could have beat the 6-star. And then Goku and Vegeta, bro, could have fought Shenron, and Shenron absorbed all the Dragon Balls because he's getting his ass beat, and then he could have transformed into Omega Shenron, and then Goku and Vegeta had to fuse, and then beat Omega Shenron, and he actually would have beat him instead of that whole Majin Buu generation stuff. Imagine that. That would have made sense right there. And that would have been like the ultimate fight, you know? Honestly, I like that the Spirit Bomb was the end because it was kind of cool to have a Spirit Bomb in the series. Spirit Bomb's always coming in handy. But Vegeta versus the Ultimate Shadow Dragon, that would have been the fight right there, bro. That's all I know. That would have been big. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, my nigga, the more I think about it, maybe Chi-Chi wasn't back there.
Chi-Chi? Yeah, maybe she wasn't that good.
It's just, I'm really thinking about it. You brought the Shadow Dragons. I was just honestly looking up some stuff online. I wanted to make sure what I was going to say was going to be honest. But I ain't gonna lie, I didn't look at Wikipedia shit, so it probably ain't even honest. That, honestly, was a dumb idea. The Shadow Dragons could have been cool, but I'm looking at, they don't even have power levels. It's only, like you said, Omega Shenron, Nova Shenron, and Shin Shenron. Ice, whatever. Fuck. But I don't even know how Herb is saying make the battles better. But now that I'm thinking about that, does that like drag out the whole process of? Because are we just gonna keep seeing Goku like break his limit, or is he just gonna fight with dragons? That would put us back in this same complaint. Or, like you said, if Goten and Trunks was in there, then maybe have like they have to split up because there's 2 dragons fucking up 2 parts of the city.
Bro, that would be crazy.
And then you have like a Goten and Trunks episode.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's a good idea right there. Make it to where they can't use 2 different dragons fighting at the same time doing stuff.
Yeah, Goku would have to fight the other one. That's the only thing I can think of because, like, it would just be like.
Would have been lit, like, would have been lit. That's why I'm thinking, like, Shadow Dragon arc could have completely replaced the Super 17 arc, because that whole 17, Halo 17 not knowing what to do is like strange. Like, those been like 10 plus years, you gotta get it together, bro. Like, you can't be confused out here. So you're not really part of the story. Like, it's cool that he was, because, you know, Super 17 whipping his hair and all that cool stuff is funny. Like, maybe he was a model, you know, back in the day. Maybe he found that's his calling. He was a model. So he, you know, he's not a villain. The Shadow Dragons are the villains. You know, just take them a little bit more serious, and it would have been a big different story. It would have been nice. So that's how I feel about it, man. I feel like it should have been Goku Trunks are going against everybody, you know, finding the Dragon Ball, and skip all that Dragon Ball weird stuff that they got going on that they didn't really understand. And then after that, you know, we'll get the Baby Saga. That's still cool. That's amazing. I wouldn't really change much about that. And then after that, Shadow Dragon starts. And then everybody gets their own little thing to do. I don't know if I added Oob or not. I don't think I did. But, you know, he would have fit somewhere in there. And he would have had his own little piece to play. But at the end of the day, he's not a main character. But it would have been cool to have him as one. And the Shadow Dragon arc's over. And then that's it. You know? Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 finishes off Omega Shenron and calls it a day. Like, maybe the fusion will actually win this time. Like, in the movies he wins, but in the anime, they doesn't get the job done. So I guess it is what it is when it comes to that. That's how it would play out for me, man. I'll be honest with you, like, that's really all I gotta say. We've been at this for about an hour, and I think that's all I really have to say, bro. At this point, I think the video's gone on long enough, and shoot, that's it for me, bro. You got anything to add?
What'd you say? I did not hear. I'm sorry. I have my phone directly up to my ear.
No, I just said that's pretty much all I had to say. Pretty much everything I said earlier, that's really all I had to say. The video's been going on for about an hour, and I think I'm about ready to end it. You got anything else to add?
So, like, please, Toriyama, just make Dragon Ball AF.
Boy, that's a good idea. Stop with all these original ideas. They ain't working. I'm sorry to say, but they're just not looking hitting right now.
Unlockable's okay, I guess. Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah, bring back the blood.
I don't think that's a Toriyama plan or idea.
Bring back the blood. I think that's the best thing they can do. Like, seeing Frieza getting cut in half with something else. You know, bring that back.
I was watching a video about the Terminal Tower. Low-key, it's kind of good storytelling. But not really, just Toy Power kind of messed it up.
I hear that.
Because, I ain't gonna lie, Goku did look at Frieza and told him, I keep my promises, and you know that. And I was like, I always wondered what that meant, and the guy was telling me, like, the video about, like, what he was referring to. And I was like, oh yeah, this nigga gave him energy and told me he wouldn't kill him. And if he tried, he would destroy him. Goku keeps his promise.
Dang.
And Frieza realized at that moment,
F'd up. But, hey, dog, remember that.
If that's why he started helping, he was like, we gotta save ourselves. It's Universe 7.
I'm gonna be real with you, Frieza. Trunks low-key spared you. Because what I would have did would be way worse to you. I would have humiliated your boy. And then I would have killed you. Now you just so happen to be alive again. What's up? Like, that's Goku right there. That's Goku right there, bro. Hey, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because it's been long enough. I gotta use the bathroom. So I appreciate y'all being here for the video. I appreciate that for sure. You know, hit my boy up, Rat Daddy 420. Y'all here on Discord.
Yo, Rat Daddy 420, that's me. Check y'all at Rat Daddy 420 HD. Gotta change the name.
Yeah. My boy be on that Call of Duty every now and again. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but he'll be here. He'll be here on my channel, and whenever you get stuck on his channel, he'll be there. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, follow me up, Mystic TJ, and then also Only Night Sir TJ HD. Remember TJ. And we got a couple subscribers on both channels, not too much, but you know, I'm here for now. I'm here to stay. So hit us up. And I'm just gonna shout out my boy. Hit up my boy's Last House Club for Domination because he gave me a lot of good pointers. He goes Dragon Ball. He's just a content creator also. He be on that real stuff. He hit me up. He showed me how to do some streaming and stuff. So I got it. So that's real talk. At the end of the day, hit up my boy Trench World. You know, he's a real cool artist on YouTube. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm shouting out everybody, bro. You know, pick them up because they really taught me some stuff and they really support my channel. They're real people. That's facts. Hit up big old Josh. You know, he's on that Smash Bros. Company. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and end this video right here and now. Appreciate y'all for showing up and appreciate you right there. You know, saying what's up to everybody and saying what's up, having this conversation because you know that's what's important. Getting everybody together, saying what's up, and just talking about stuff. That's really it. And we have fun. And I ain't about to cap. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I ain't got things for that. So, alright, bro. Appreciate you showing up, bro. I'm about to go ahead and get it back.
Alright, man. Love. Everybody love.